Okay folks, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, coming to you from Beckley's Camping Center today. And we're going to talk about the different steps that are out on the market. Now we're going to start with probably the most solid of the steps. There's going to be pluses and minuses with each one of them, and I'm going to try to go through those. Now, there may be a possibility with your particular trailer that you could swap out and get one of these steps. But anyway, for any more information on any RVs, any questions or concerns you may have, if you're in the process of looking at them, be sure, if you come by Beckley's, if you call Beckley's, if you email Beckley's, you ask for Paul the Air Force guy, and I'll be glad to help you through this. So let's go ahead, we're going to start there. Now this one's on a Solitude. This is what we're calling, it's going to be a Lippert component type step. It is the solid step. Now let's take a look at this. The nice thing about these steps is the fact that they are rated for more than any of the other steps that are available. As you can see, when you load them up, they're right inside the doorway. Very easy for you also because you're using aluminum for you to unlock it and it pulls right on out. Now they're going to have nice legs that touch the ground, and they are adjustable. So if you're not on level ground, then you could adjust that so that they are level. Nice thing with this, now on the Solitude, they do one thing on some other brands they don't. They give you a wider top step, which makes it nice so you have a full step for your foot. Now, this type of step is rated at 400 pounds. When we look at the others, they're going to be rated at either 375 or 300. So if that is a concern to use, this particular one has the highest rating. Now, what is the downside of this particular step? Downside, as you saw, that when you close it, when you put the step away, it is in the doorway. So for those of you that might have your unit in storage and you're parked next to someone, you have no way of getting in your camper if you have to get your steps out if you're too close to someone. So keep that in mind. The other downside you may want to consider also is the fact if there's debris on the steps, as you're closing it, you may want to sweep it off a bit, because otherwise, as you lift and put it into the doorway, you're going to have all that dirt and debris on the inside of your camper. Another issue that I have run into with some people are using these, it is going right on the lip of the doorway. And by the way, these come in 20 inches wide as well as 24 inches wide. If you try to throw them up here too hard, they will go past this, and it is going to be a little booger to get back out of here. So all you do when you're lifting it up here, you just want to be careful, and you can see you have your little parts that are going to catch there, and it is locked in place, and you can just close the door. So that is, again, the solid step by Lippert. So let's go on and check a couple other ones. Okay folks, so the next step we're going to go over, this is the glow step or torque lift steps, and they, as you can see, they get put away just like your other steps, but this one, it actually has a locking mechanism and an adjustment on the step itself in a couple different areas. Nice thing with this particular step has a rating of 375 pounds, and again, you're going to have feet or legs, whatever you want to call them, to go on the ground that are adjustable. When they're away, they're just like this. They have a little locking mechanism like a pin you have for your hitch that you can put in here to lock it, and all you need to do to pull it out is unlock that, and then the step just pulls out, just accordion style, and it comes out. Now, the thing you can adjust here, of course, you can adjust the leg height, but then you can also adjust this so that if you want it up higher, now it's up closer to here, and you can adjust that step as well. So if you want it down a little bit further, like I say, it comes down even further. So you can adjust the step to what works best for your campsite. The other nice thing is, as I had mentioned, this is torque lift, and it has these glow strips on either side of the steps. And so what happens is during the day, hopefully they're pulling in some sunshine, and at night they're glowing so you can actually see your step. So again, this is probably one of the better steps in my opinion. Nice thing is, as you can see, we're kind of in a tight area here. They can still be opened in a tight area. So hopefully that helps you on that. So let's go to the next step. Okay folks, so the next step that is available out there for you is what we call the Illuma Tread. These are aluminum not being steel, so they're much lighter. Now you can get these things in a 3 or 4 step versions, depending on your camper and what it would allow. As you can see on this particular fifth wheel, it is rather close to the ground, and you know, honestly, as you get a little bit older, that kind of helps. So let me just show you how easy these things fold up. So they just flip right over each time, and then as you see, it just folds right on up. They're up out of the way and so forth. Now these have a rating for 300 pounds. But again, if you have the regular steel steps, you can go ahead and put these in the spot. You can take out the steel ones, have these ones mounted pretty much in the same mechanism that your current steps are located. Whether you have the 3 or 4 steps, you can put those in here. Obviously, the 3 steps is going to be a little bit easier to put away than the 4 step, but these are what we call the Illuma Tread. Lighter materials, a little bit nicer, and easier to put away and pull out. Hopefully you like that one as well. Now, let's go to the last one. Okay folks, so the last one that I'm going to demonstrate for you here, and by the way, there are some others that are going to be on your pop-ups and smaller travel trailers where you have just a single, maybe even a double. This is mainly the steps, the larger steps that you're going to see on your fifth wheels and larger trailers. So there are other steps out there, I do realize that, just going over the more, the heavier duty ones. This particular one has a rating of about 300 pounds, the same as the Illuma Tread that we came out with. The difference with this, these are steel, so they're going to be a little bit heavier, and they tend to, over time, if you don't keep them well lubricated, become very difficult to move in and out. Now, as you can see, that this is a 3-step unit. You can get these also come in a 4-step unit. And again, for your smaller travel trailers and for some of your pop-ups, you do have the single or double tread on these as well. But again, as you can see, it's going to take a little bit of effort to open these even when they're brand new. So hopefully you enjoyed learning about these different steps that are available. I appreciate you watching, love the comments, subscribe to my page if you're enjoying it. Got a lot more things coming down the pike, and I got some special things I'm going to be announcing the first of the year, so make sure you stay tuned, and we'll be back at you. Just remember, before you buy, see the Air Force guy. Thank you and have a great day.